I used to interview elite bodybuilders on their training and eating for a living, and did this for years. One reoccurring theme that kept popping up when talk turned to diet and nutrition was how much food top bodybuilders pack away on a daily basis. These men taught their bodies how to handle continual greater amounts of calories without becoming fat. Contrast this with the typical obese person who eats one meal a day and adds body fat at the drop of a hat. I am working with a crew of obese folks and having great success using modified bodybuilders' eating tactics to help the obese lose body fat. The first order of business for the obese is to establish a multiple meal schedule. The obvious advantage to this strategy is it divides the daily calories into smaller chunks. It requires the obese person to eat every 3 hours, and this usually works out to 5 feedings a day. Secondly, we insist they clean up the food selections. Some foods are easily converted into body fat: sugar foods, man-made foods and saturated fat. And some foods are nearly impossible for the body to convert into fat: lean protein, fibrous carbohydrates. The body's metabolism kicks into high gear to digest protein and fiber, creates what is called the thermogenic effort of food. Body temperature actually increases when the digestive system is faced with the daunting task of breaking down hard to digest protein and fiber. Multiple meals allow the body to deal with fewer calories at one sitting, and the repeat practice of eating 5 to 6 meals a day teaches the body to become adept at digesting and distributing food. Better to eat 3,000 clean calories a day divided into 6 500 calorie daily meals than one 1,500 calorie mega dirty fast food meal. The results are astounding when the obese buy into the approach. I have one male who has lost 40 pounds of body weight in 40 days, while simultaneously adding 12 pounds of muscle. He started at 240 and yesterday he weighed 200. This is far more impressive because he did not lose muscle in the process. He added muscle in the process. This was no ex-jock loaded with muscle memory. This was a 48-year-old man with zero weight training experience. Obese folks who slash calories end up losing as much fat as muscle and end up in miniaturized versions of the old fat selves. This modified bodybuilder approach melts fat while simultaneously adding muscle. The obese person eats more and as a direct result feels energized and vibrant during the process. Contrast this with the calorie slasher who feels deprived, denied and continually on the verge of a binge. A person who eats wholesome food every 3 hours is far less likely to binge and blow their diet than some poor obese person subsisting on 1,200 calories a day. The calorie-starved obese individual has set their caloric ceiling so low that eating a candy bar or a bowl of ice cream causes them to add 5 pounds in 24 hours. Adding functional muscles and building strength allows the obese person to become mobile and adapt to climbing steps, getting out of low chairs and powering their bulk around. Compare this to the calorie slasher who actually weakens their already weak body. Those who depend on deprivation to trigger body weight loss weaken the immune system and continually contract colds and sickness. Those who live on 1,000 to 1,500 calories a day live in a stressful physiological world of denial. A person who has elevated their metabolism and consumes 3,000 calories a day can absorb an occasional binge far better than a person starving. I allow my folks a cheat meal once a week. This allows them to feel psychologically free. The interesting thing about the cheat meal, not cheat day, cheat meal, is that by being good, the other 6.78 of the time, the sweets, fat and junk they crave and might eat are rejected by the body and classically result in diarrhea. I train 5 obese folks. I currently work with 1 man and 4 women, and all are experiencing similar spectacular results. All are losing unhealthy fat while building functional muscle and eating more food than they did before they commenced the process. This counteractive approach, eat more to lose fat, was torn right out of the playbook